Hi there everybody, Monica with the Museum of Arts and Sciences here, and today we are going to learn how to make your own bookmark Milky Way to use for all of those books you read, just like I do. So let's get started. So to start off, I'm going to go with my magenta and just kind of create a base layer of where I want the Milky Way portion itself to be viewable. And I don't want it to go straight down, just to kind of give it a better, perspective, better contrast, just more visually appealing. So I kind of want it to be a little bit more angled. And that's going to give me my guideline to use to make my Milky Way. And I'm just kind of dabbing in. I'm predominantly keeping my Milky Way portions to be more of the magenta and purple. Now I'm going to go grab some of that purple and do the same thing and kind of just outline it and get it blended in with that pink, with the magenta, and just dab lightly in there. Next, I'm going to go back in there with the smaller paintbrush and use the white and kind of create that brighter spots that you see in Milky Way photographs to kind of blend that purple and pink, brighten it up. And just have fun with it as you're going. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I won't necessarily make all of it white. If you look at photos of the Milky Way, you're going to see that sometimes some spots are a lot brighter than others, so I kind of want to showcase that as well. So I'm going to choose to kind of make this area brighter. And since this is just inspired by the Milky Way, unless you would like to be a lot more accurate about the placement, you certainly can. I'm going to also go a little bit up here. I'm going to continue to use my smaller brush as I make the more details of the Milky Way portion itself before I fan out towards the borders. So I'm going to go back in with some of those purples and make more drastic colors. And I'll add in some more white in there again to brighten it back up. And feel free to, have fun with letting colors mix, not making them completely contrasted. Blending that in really helps with making it a little bit more natural. Again, with purple on this part, just to not make it as white. And start blending in some more purple all around. The reason I'm going back in with the purple and to make the central portion a little bit darker is because when you do look at photographs of the Milky Way, you do see kind of, there is a line in there. And a lot of this just goes with going back over and over with some of the coloring. And now I'm just going to make some of those lighter spots a little bit more detailed and not let the white blend in so much. I don't need a whole lot of white in there, but I just want it to be a little bit more drastic than what we've got. And I'm just kind of spacing it out, and then I'm going to go back in and blend it in a little bit more with my detail brush. Now the thing to remember with acrylic paint is it does dry fairly quickly, so you do have to move fast. So I didn't move fast enough in some of these areas, so I'm going to go back in, and I put a little too much white there, but that's fine because we can, the more that we blend, the more it kind of fades in. And so that pretty much covers how we're going to be treating that area specifically. I'm just going to lighten up this area just a smidge. Now I'm going to start adding in some of my blues. I am going to continue with my detail brush and just add a few of those ultramarine blue spots in the Milky Way area itself, just to help kind of bring in some more colors, and start blending in the other blues as well. So now I'm going to go back to using my blender brush and start grabbing in more of that phthalo blue and the ultramarine blue and start dabbing around the outer areas to make that night sky color that we see every night. And just dabbing. I'm not really, creating brush strokes or anything like that, just because it's simple. I'm going to grab some of that ultramarine to help blend in that purple and the blue together. Sometimes you'll find yourself going over areas you already went into, and that's perfectly okay. Next, I'm going to grab some more of that purple to kind of blend these lines here a little bit better into that blue from the purple. That way it's not as drastic as it currently is. Next, I'm going to go back with my detail brush and add just a little bit more white in some areas. Now I'm going to go back in with my bigger blender brush, and I'm going to make these ends here be a little bit more black. To create that darker night sky look towards the end, and mix it in with more of that phthalo blue so it has more of that blue tint as the rest has. And now we're going to do the same thing down here. And I didn't really clean my brush between these just because I kind of want the colors to mix together. I don't want them fully blended either. And now I'm going to go back, grab more of that phthalo blue, and continue to blend it in. And there is your base. Now I'm going to take that cleaner cup of water that I had and my detail brush. I'm gonna make sure that it's nice and clean because now we're gonna make our stars. And I'm actually gonna make sure that both of my paintbrushes are clean and dry because I'm going to be using both. One is going to have the actual paint on it. The other one is going to be used more for helping me create the stars, which there are multiple different techniques you can use. You can use a toothbrush to help you make those stars. If you use a toothbrush, you can just tap the tips of the brush like so. Same thing with a regular brush, you can do the same thing. Me personally, I like to do it this way. So what I do is I take my more detailed brush and I'm going to dip it in the clean water. I'm just going to get it wet just a little bit. I'm going to use that to thin out my white paint. Looks like my paint's not working out too well, but I'm going to use it to thin out my white paint. And I want to make sure that I don't have too much paint on this paintbrush so I don't get too many big splatters. And I'm going to use the other brush to help me tap to make paint splatters. So that is what is creating my stars. And I'm going to actually add some more, thin out my paint a little bit more. And I'm actually going to try to target specifically the areas of the Milky Way itself. So I'm going to just tap it closer and try to get these bigger spots near there. And there you have it. So that's how you make Milky Way bookmark. You can go back in with your detailed brush and kind of brighten up some stars around, as we do tend to have some stars that are brighter, which maybe a planet is in there. If you want to put in your own constellation, you can feel free to make your own constellation. I just want to have some brighter stars and areas. And take the paint off. And depending on the type of paper you use, just make sure you're being careful when taking the tape off as you don't rip the paper. If you use the canvas paper, you should be fine. And there you have it. Your Milky Way bookmark. Once it dries, you can put it in your bookmark sleeve and enjoy your next book.